Hello, we are doing 7.1. We're looking at our first example. We are going to go ahead and get started. So it says use the triangle below to find the value of each trigonometric ratio. Now the first thing I want to think about is what angle am I using? Am I using x, y, or z for my trig ratio? Notice down here you have the sine of x, the cosine of x, the tangent of x, the cosecant of x, secant of x, and cotangent. So we're using x. That's going to be our important angle here. So when I want to figure out opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse, I'm going to use x to do that. And I'm going to start by labeling my sides. So I notice x is across from 32. So that means that that is my opposite side. I always like to find my hypotenuse next because I know that my hypotenuse is across from my right angle. So across from my right angle, we have 40. So this is going to be my hypotenuse. And then my adjacent side is just whatever's left over. Again, it's that side that touches x but isn't your hypotenuse. So we're talking about this side here. That is going to be my adjacent. And from here, all we're going to use is our trig ratios that we saw in our last video to set up our fractions or our ratios. Now notice you have your SOHCAHTOA along the left-hand side. Remember the first one, S, stands for sine, O is opposite, and H is hypotenuse. So I know that sine of x is your opposite over your hypotenuse. Now we've already labeled those. The opposite was 32, so that's going to go on top, and the hypotenuse was 40, so that can go on the bottom. And I don't need you to simplify. You can leave it just like that. But remember, if I know my sine ratio, then I also know my cosecant. And all I need to do is flip my fraction to find cosecant. So cosecant is going to be 40 over 32. All right, then cosine. Your cosine ratio, remember CAH. The A stands for adjacent, and the H stands for hypotenuse. So we have adjacent over hypotenuse. My adjacent side is 24. My hypotenuse is 40. Again, we can flip those to find secant because they go together. So secant would be 40 over 24. And then my last one, tangent. Again, tangent is TOA. The O stands for opposite. The A stands for adjacent. So we need to do opposite over adjacent. Again, my opposite is 32. My adjacent is 24. And then to get my cotangent, I just need to flip my fraction. So when I do that, we would get 24 over 32 for cotangent. All right, and that is your first example. We're going to go on to the next part, which is super similar. So for this one, you have the same triangle. The only thing that changes here is now they have us looking at z. We have sine of z, cosine of z, tangent of z, cosecant, secant, and cotangent of z. So we're looking at this angle. So we need to relabel our sides. Again, I'm going to start with the opposite. That's the one across from z. It's going to be this side here, which is 24. So this one is opposite. Your hypotenuse is the one across from your right angle, or your longest side, which in our case is 40. That's going to be your hypotenuse. And then your adjacent is whatever's left. It's the one that is next to your angle that you're working with, but is not your hypotenuse. So 32 is going to be your, adjacent side. All right, from here we're going to set up our ratios. Remember again, sine, we have SOH. So sine is O is for opposite, H is hypotenuse. So we have opposite over hypotenuse. Again, my opposite side is 24. My hypotenuse is 40. So we have 24 over 40. Again, to get cosecant, we can just flip our sine ratio, and we get 40 over 24. The next one is cosine. For cosine, we have CAH. Remember, A stands for adjacent, H stands for hypotenuse. My adjacent side is 32. My hypotenuse is 40. And again, we can just flip that fraction to come up with our secant value. So secant of z is going to be 40 over 32. And then for the last one, tangent, we have TOA. O stands for opposite. A stands for adjacent. My opposite side is 24. My adjacent side is 32. Again, I can flip my fraction to get cotangent. And when I do that, we get 32 over 24. Alrighty, that is your second video for this section. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher.